Hey guys, what's up? It's Tyler here from Fallible, and today I'm going to be talking about our Trading Politics series, video 2, how to make executions on the PredictIt platform. Now, if you didn't see video 1, I'm going to link it somewhere in this video. You're going to be able to click on that and look at the first one, and I highly encourage you guys to do it if you haven't seen it. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about exactly how to do the buying and the selling on the website, what the payouts look like, and stuff like that. But before I get into it, guys, I'd like to ask you to please hit that like button, that sub button. That way, when I do video 3, the next one in this series, you're going to know exactly when it comes out. All right, now let's get into the video. So in the comment section of the last video, I noticed there was a lot of questions about whether this site was legal, and people were saying, when is this thing going to get shut down? I doubt this is real. And I want to tell you guys that, yes, it is a very legit site. They're not going to steal your money or anything. And there are regulatory bodies that have looked at this site and have said, yes, this site's fine. And the most important one would be the CFTC. The CFTC is a Commodity Futures Trading Commission. It basically oversees all of the futures trading in the United States. And they've given PredictIt a special exemption because the people behind PredictIt are actually out of a university in New Zealand, and that is a non-for-profit enterprise. So all the rake and the little fees that they're making from PredictIt, that's not going into some guy's pocket. That's being used for education and research over at a university. And so that's why they're able to get around the laws, and they're exempt from these laws. It's because the income and the revenue that they generate for this site is used for educational purposes. So you don't have to worry about this thing getting shut down. It's not illegal or anything. This site has been running for many years now, and the feds know about it and they're okay with it. So just so we can get that out of the way, now let's get into the trading aspect. All right, so let me go over to PredictIt. I'm on the PredictIt site right now, and you can see I have my $40 cash in here. That's the starting amount for this particular account. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the Markets tab, and I'm gonna get to the 2020 Democratic nominee market. And I'll make a little example trade here with Joe Biden. So if you look over here at this Joe Biden market, you can see that you can buy yes for 24 cents, or you can buy no for 77 cents. And if you buy yes, then what you're saying is, hey, Joe Biden is going to become the 2020 Democratic presidential nomination. And if you buy no, then you're saying no, he's not going to win. And so the first thing to notice how this is a little bit different than buying or selling financial markets is that we don't really short on this website. We either buy yes or we buy no. And so every single time we make an execution on this site, we are taking a long position. Now, the next thing I want to point out over here is this level 2 window. And so some of you guys that are involved in financial markets, or have you traded crypto before, you might have seen something that looks like this. And what this is showing the size or the amount of volume on offer at each particular price. So if I want to buy yes at 24 cents, I can see that there's 6,745 contracts available at 24 cents. Now, if I put in an order for more than that, let's say I wanted to buy 10K, then that means I would eat through this entire offer right here, and I would be on to the 25 cent thing. So this is how you read this level 2. Now, the one thing that's a little bit confusing about this level 2 is that usually you have the higher prices on the right and the lower prices on the left in financial markets. So when you buy, you're typically clicking over here, and when you sell, you're typically clicking over here. And let me show you what that looks like on Thinkorswim. So here is Apple stock, and I have the level 2 pulled up, and you can see the higher prices are over here on the right, and the lower are here on the left. And so if we want to sell, we click over here. If we want to buy, we click on the right. But in PredictIt, it's switched, and I think this is to make it a little bit easier for people who have never traded before. But for a financial trader, it definitely throws you off on the first time. So anyway, if you want to buy something, you're going to click over here, and you will see the different prices that you can buy at. And it's not going to let you click onto the right if you're trying to buy. You can see I can't really get anything over here, but I can click over here, and you guys can see my maximum buy price change. So another thing I want to point out to you guys, just to make it really clear, is that 50 cent number is a very key number because that determines our risk reward. So if we buy above 50 cents, because we're always going long, that means that our value of our contract is going to be either 0 or 1 at the end of it. And so if we buy above 50, then that means that our potential upside is less than our potential downside. But if we buy below 50, that means our potential upside is greater than our potential downside. So let me whip out the handy dandy whiteboard here, and it's pretty easy to see. Like, let's say we buy a contract for 80 cents and we win and it goes to 1. Well, that's a gain of 20 cents, right? But if we lose, then we lose 80 cents. So the most we can gain is 0.2. The most that we can lose is 0.8. Now that's the exact opposite if, say, we're buying a contract for 20. 0.20 cents, it goes up to 1, then we have a 80-cent gain. And of course, if we lose, we only have a 20-cent loss. So that's something very key to understand. If you're buying above 50, then your risk reward is really not in your favor. If you buy below 50, then it's more in your favor. But the contracts priced above 50 are also much more likely to win, and that's why they're priced above 50. So you got to think about that dynamic when you're going into PredictIt, and know that, hey, if you're buying a higher priced contract, you're more likely to win, but then you don't have that risk reward in your favor. Now, on the other hand, if you buy a lower price contract, you're less likely to win, but you have much larger payouts if they do work out for you. So let me go buy a Joe Biden contract, and this is live money, guys. This is actual $40 in the account. This is not a demo account or anything. So let's just buy 1 share of Biden at 24 cents, and you guys will see how this works out. So I have it at 24 cents. That's the best price I can buy at, and I'm gonna buy 1 share. And so I click next, and then it's gonna go to a confirm little area right here, and I can see Joe Biden, buy 1 share at 24 cents, and then it shows you how much cash that's gonna take out of your account. And so I'm only buying 1 share, so that's only going to take 24 cents. And then here is a risk adjustment, which is almost always equal to the cash, but it's not always going to be that way. And I'm going to show in later videos why, because there's some cross margining going on when you start to buy multiple contracts. But we're just buying 1, so it's very simple. We're spending 24 cents, and they're going to take 24 cents out of our account. So here we go, submit offer, offer received, and then I'm going to be notified when the processing is complete. So right now we can look down in here and we can see that our account is waiting to get executed at 24 cents. All right, so now you guys can see that the order has been executed, and I have 1 average paid at 24 cents. You can also see how this has moved from my cash account to the investment account of 24 cents. And then now if we go into the dashboard, we're gonna be able to see your markets, and it also will show me our gain and loss as well. So this is where you can see, once you have made the trade, how it works. And then we also have the max payout, right? So since we're in at 24 cents and we've bought 1, we can see that our risk is 68 cents and our payout is 92 cents. Now, the reason that you guys see this max payout number here as 92 cents is because that's including the fees that the site takes. And so if we go to dashboard again, if we go to account and we go into settings, help and support, we can find the fees. Okay, so if you guys see this fee section, whenever you sell a share for more than you paid, we're doing it for $1 when the market closes, we charge a 10% fee on your profits. When you sell some but not all of your shares in a contract, we will calculate your profit or loss by assuming you're selling your shares in the order in which you bought them. So that's why if we go over to our dashboard, we have a max payout of 92 cents and not $1, because it's saying, hey, the best you can do is 92 cents in this because we take the commission out of that. All right, now I want to take you guys into buying a no contract so you can kind of see that and how that works. So if we go over here, let's do a Trump admin, and let's buy one that has a higher no number. Here, Trump first term recession. So let's say we thinking no, Trump is not going to have a recession his first term, and we're going to buy a no. And so you can see it's for 75 cents. And over here we see that there's 173 contracts available for purchase, which is great because we only needed to do 1. We're going to click next. So we're going to buy no. We're going to say no, Trump is not going to have a recession his first term for 75 cents. And then you can see down here with a risk adjustment of 75 and cash of 75 cents. So let's submit this offer. Boom, offer received. You'll be notified when processing is complete. So now that order has been sent out to the market, and after that executes, we'll see our cash balance go down and our investment go up. So boom, it is executed. And now you can see here how the Trump first recession is 75 cents. Our max payout here is on 98 cents. Then we have the option to view the market. And so let me explain to you guys why that this max payout is 98 cents and this one's 92. I think if I get a calculator out, it'll help you guys see how this works. So if we go here and we bought Trump for 75 cents, and let's say we're right and no, there won't be a recession, then that contract will pay out to 1. Let's subtract 75 cents from that. So our max gain on this contract would be 25 cents. And then now they're going to take their 10% commission of that, and that is around 2.5 cents. And they're rounding down to 2 here. So instead of $1, we get 98 cents. So that's how that max payout works. And all I got to do is take 1, minus what you bought the contract for to find your max potential profit, times that by 10% to get the commission, and you'll see those payouts. Okay, so the one thing that I'm first seeing on this platform as I execute these trades at the very beginning stages here, and this is without me really diving deep into any type of strategy, it is seeing how going for the underpriced contracts that are below 50 is probably the better way to go from a a capital utilization perspective than the higher price ones. And so let me show you guys really quick here. If we go onto the whiteboard, you can see that if we buy let's say we buy a 25-cent contract that we think is worth more around 30 cents. So we think it's worth 30 cents and the market's saying 25 cents. Well, so that's a 5-cent difference, right? And we're going for a 5-cent profit in this. Let's say we wanted to sell at 30 cents. We're not even going to hold till it was either 0 or 1. Well, we only had to put up 25 cents to make that 5 cents, right? Now let's look at a higher price contract on a different market. And let's say that was trading for 80 cents. And we thought that it was going to go to 85. So we have the same misvaluation here. We think that the market's misvaluing that by 5 cents. And if we sell it at 85 cents like our plan is, we'd only make 5 cents in profit. But if you look at it, we have to put up 80 cents of capital to make that same 5 cents instead of the 25 cents here. And so if I go back to the dashboard, you look at this. So the market investment here was only 24 cents. It only took 24 cents of cash out of our account. Whereas on this Trump first term recession trade, it took 75 cents out of our account. Right? So when you buy those higher price contracts, yes, you're more likely to win, but you start eating up your capital a lot quicker. And that's something that we definitely want to be thinking about going forward in this experiment, is being mindful of, hey, how much money, we might have a bunch of bets that we think, okay, these are good bets, but how much money do we have to spend to achieve that profit? So that's one thing I'm initially thinking about before we dive in really deep. All right, guys, well, that's all I had planned for this particular video, just getting into the very basics of how to execute trades on here. I'm really excited. I have a few little things to watch on the platform now, and I know we only spent $1, but it's still fun to see the mechanics and how the market's going to move back and forth. Now, if you guys like this video, please hit that like and sub button. And also, I encourage you guys to go in the description and hit that link and sign up for your own PredictIt account, because if you put in 20 bucks, they'll match it with 20. So you'll instantly make 100% of your money right there and then. And then that will enable you guys to follow along with me as we do this experiment. So if you're interested in kind of checking this out, it's fun, it's low stakes. I think we're going to have a good time doing this into 2020. So go in that description, hit that link, and sign up for your PredictIt account. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.